Breaking news now in our black tide coverage tonight. The U.S. Attorney General has opened a criminal probe into the Gulf oil spill. Meanwhile, engineers using robots on the floor of the Gulf are apparently close to their latest option to control the leak that has been pouring out of that crippled well for 43 days now. But as the biggest environmental disaster in U.S. history gets even worse tonight, there is a new concern along the Gulf. Jay Gray is in Venice, Louisiana with the latest.
Good evening. Hurricane season opens today, and as the slick spreads, the possibility of oil mixing with the storm is overwhelming for many here. Robots are wielding diamond-tipped saws and moving equipment into place, including this containment dome that could be over the leak in the next 24 hours.
I think we will be able to contain this thing, and we will be able to capture it in a ship and minimize the amount of pollution, the amount of oil spilling to the sea.
But before that happens, it could actually increase the flow by up to 20%.
The fact of the matter is there'll be a period of time where there'll be hydrocarbons coming out of the well while we cut the pipe, remove it, and put the cap or the top hat in place.
As BP ramps up efforts on the floor of the Gulf, the White House is stepping up its presence and pressure along the coast.
Until the well is stopped, we'll multiply our efforts to meet the growing threat and to address the widespread and unbelievably painful losses experienced by the people along the Gulf Coast.
This week, the Secretary of the Interior, the EPA's lead administrator, and NOAA's chief will all travel to the region. Today, Attorney General Eric Holder got a first-hand look amid growing calls for BP to face civil or even criminal charges.
We will closely examine the actions of those involved in this spill. If we find evidence of illegal behavior, we will be extremely forceful in our response.
The lawsuits will all come. I don't even want to think about that.
Because right now, there are more pressing issues to think about. Plaquemines Parish held an emergency preparedness meeting today, the first day of hurricane season.
Will it be a catastrophe? Oh, my God. There's no telling what could happen.
Even without a storm, there's no clear indication of what's coming next along the Gulf Coast. It is, though, becoming increasingly clear that the flow of oil isn't likely to stop until work on a relief well is finished sometime in August. In Venice, Louisiana, Jay Gray, WPTV News Channel 5.
And this